Augusta here from the New Face of Finance. Today is my 24-week pregnancy video. Feels like it took ages to get to 20 weeks and then the last 4 weeks have just flown by. Probably because I haven't been as sick, I've had more energy and I've been able to get a lot more done. This video was actually triggered by my 24-week scan, which went well, thank God. All vitals, check, no issues. Baby is sitting quite low in my pelvis, which might explain the pelvic girdle pain that I was experiencing earlier on in the pregnancy. It's like they've got their coat on, waiting to come out. But apparently, this could change. The position of the baby could change at any point between now and delivery. And they start worrying about the position of the baby around 32 to 34 weeks. So I hope it stays in this perfect position, but only time will tell. Today, Nicholas and I are travelling from Marraige to London to have our Marraige convalidation. Now, what is a convalidation? Well, our civil ceremony, which we had back in February 2020, will now be recognised by the Catholic Church through this ceremony that will be performed today.
The special sacrament enriches and strengthens those he has already consecrated by holy baptism.
That way, I'm on track with all my sacraments, and it also makes it a bit easier to get baby into a Catholic church, should we choose to. My education was Catholic right up until university, and I found that Catholic schools give discipline and focus on education, which you usually pay for when you are sending your kids to private schools or for state school prices. Truth is, although it hasn't been front and centre, I have been thinking about my children's names, sense of style and education since before I even met Nick. We still don't know if we're having a boy or a girl. And every time I go for a scan, I see if one of the midwives or the people scanning will secretly tell me, as in put it in a piece of paper, I'll stick it in an envelope, but they won't. So we're either just going to wait till the baby's born, or we might pay for a private scan. I have been looking for local private scan places where you can go, but there's not that many local to us, and I just don't want to sit in a car forever and ever trying to make this happen. The other thing we've been thinking about is what we're going to do. Obviously, it's my first baby, so do we have a baby shower with a potential gender reveal? Issue is, recently, because of this coronavirus crisis, the government has changed their policy, and now no more than 6 people can be gathered unless it's in a commercial setting like work or a pub. So I'm thinking that I'm just going to do away with all this baby shower and gender reveal business and maybe just go for a classy photo shoot instead. Been looking at a couple of options. I've seen one lady, Tiana Photography. Her work looks amazing. I feel like I massively resonate with it. She's a black lady, experienced of taking pictures of people of colour, particularly maternity and new baby. I would absolutely use her. The issue is, she's all the way in Birmingham, and that is a 4.5 hour drive if you're lucky. And then so you've got to drive there and then come back, and then if the baby's born, got to drive them up there and come back. It's like 16 hours on the road. I'm just not sure I can hack it. I'm just not sure I can hack it at this point in my life. My vegan days have remained quite successful over the last few weeks. They tend to be the days that I eat the least because I've got the least choice, I feel. So in a lot of ways, they are healthier days than my normal days. I put on weight. Of course, I'm pregnant, so you're going to put on weight. And I'm not getting too emotionally upset about it. I've always kind of had politics with my weight. I think I've always loved myself more than other people have loved me in terms of my body, but still, There's always that constant battle in the back of your head. Oh, this would be my ideal goal. I should lose more weight here. But I did notice that once I lost about 4 or 5 stone and was really, really trim, but still wasn't satisfied. So it's one of those things where I feel like no matter how small you are, you're always going to want to be smaller. It's a never-ending battle. But I do think that, you know, I have a mental goal weight that I've set in my head. And once baby's born, I'm going to focus on trying to hit that goal weight. And that needs to be my focus, my normal weight outside of pregnancy. Because this is an entrepreneurial channel, I'm just going to give you a quick update about the businesses. On the advisory front, I'm about to close one of the biggest deals I've ever done. I'm usually actually my biggest client as a property developer, but this is about to become the biggest bit of business I've done. Fingers crossed, I'll tell you more about that. With our serviced accommodation short let business, we've somehow managed to keep the numbers up despite going into the winter months. Nick is quite confident we will be able to carry this on into the winter. Last winter was horrid. It was really difficult. Struggled to keep the mortgages paid. I'm really hoping to avoid that this winter. Really could do without the stress, especially with baby coming along. So fingers crossed, by God's grace, everything will be okay. But just keeping an eye on that. Next year, after baby's born, we are developing mum's house from 1 single family unit into 4 flats. This is something that the house right next to us have achieved, and other houses in the area have also done. So it's unlikely that planning will be refused, but you never know. But we are going through the process of obtaining planning permission right now. And we have very nearly launched this Amazon business. I finally opened an Amazon account. Now I'm just waiting for them to approve it. I'm not sure how long that will take, but I've watched a few videos recently, and apparently the best order of events is open the account, get registered, get verified, get live, upload your product, and once it starts selling, then ship them over to Amazon. So I've got a living room full of the first items that we're going to be shipping out, but actually it might take a little while before we're able to get them out the door. In any case, to summarize, business is moving well in the right direction. You're obviously going to have your daily challenges, but it's all moving in the right direction. Mum says baby brings me luck. Yeah, baby probably does bring luck, but I also think we've been at this game a little while, and if you stay consistently at something, eventually it does just start to pay dividends. In any case, that kind of brings me to a close. Thank you for watching, and I guess the next video will be around the 28-week scan as we get closer and closer to baby's arrival. See you in the next video.